Right now at noon, 5 people are injured following a shooting in Racine. We'll have the latest. And President Trump is defending his calls for heightened security across D.C. to crack down on protests, what the Department of Defense is saying about the use of troops.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for tuning in on this Wednesday. The Monona Police Department is investigating a complaint that led to officers entering a home with guns drawn yesterday morning. It happened in the 5100 block of Arrowhead Drive. The caller told police that she did not believe the person should be there as the home had been vacant after the previous resident passed away. Officers knocked and announced their presence and heard someone talking. Police entered the house with guns drawn after believing there was a possible burglary underway. Officers found a 23-year-old black man and placed him in handcuffs while they investigated. The man said he was renting the house from the previous homeowner's son. He was released and shortly afterwards filed a complaint with the police department. 5 people were taken to the hospital following a shooting at a beach in Racine. It happened at North Beach around 7:20 last night. 5 shooting victims were taken to the hospital. Police have not released the names or any other information about the victims. According to the Journal Times in Racine, at the time of the shooting occurred, hundreds of people were gathered about a mile away at the Racine County Courthouse protesting the death of George Floyd. Madison police say no incidents were reported after the 4th day of peaceful protests downtown. Interim Chief Vic Wall said a group of several hundred people gathered at the Capitol Square after protests near the Public Safety Building and on the Beltline. Officers helped block and reroute traffic to allow the protesters to walk down John Nolan Drive to the Capitol. The group left for the night shortly after midnight, and State Street remained largely quiet for the first time in days. Officers did make 2 arrests earlier in the night for spray painting. The NAACP Dane County's branch is responding to the death of George Floyd. They say enough is enough because real change is needed. We are done dying. They are demanding change, including federal legislation that provides hate crime sanctions, procedures, and penalties in cases of blatant police brutality. The creation of a Dane County Citizens Review Board, a review of Dane County Police Department's use of force continuums, and a ban on the use of knee holds and other questionable, potentially lethal methods of restraint in detention and arrests. Dane County Sheriff Dave Mahoney is responding to Floyd's death by saying that he will continue to build public trust. He went on to say, it will take strong leadership from each of us in partnership with leaders and citizens in our communities of color. We must rebuild trust with more than hollow words. It'll take the hard work of listening, learning, healing, and action. Meanwhile, across the country, officers in Charlotte, North Carolina used pepper spray on protesters after telling them to disperse. In New York City, police blocked protesters on the Manhattan Bridge who had defied the city's 8 p.m. curfew. Earlier in the day, there were peaceful protests in George Floyd's hometown of Houston. An estimated crowd of 60,000 people held a moment of silence. There was less violence in the nation's capital last night as the National Guard and D.C. police are out in large numbers enforcing curfews. But peaceful protests sparked by the death of George Floyd continue. Natalie Brand has more details from the White House.
Demonstrators marched peacefully up Pennsylvania Avenue to the U.S. Capitol on the 6th day of protests in Washington, D.C. National Guard troops have been dispersed throughout the city. Some lined the steps of the Lincoln Memorial last night. President Trump tweeted this morning, law and order.
We had no problem at all last night. We had substantial dominant force, and we have to have a dominant force.
In a memo to DOD personnel Tuesday, Defense Secretary Mark Esper defended the use of National Guard troops to protect freedom of speech and peaceful assembly. But this morning, he said he does not support invoking the Insurrection Act, which would allow active duty military to be used to quell unrest.
The option to use active duty forces in a law enforcement role should only be used as a matter of last resort and only in the most urgent and dire of situations. We are not in one of those situations now.
CBS News has obtained a memo from the Department of Homeland Security warning violent opportunists are infiltrating some of the protests, threatening attacks against law enforcement and the public. The president has blamed the radical movement known as Antifa for violence in cities nationwide, but authorities say there are many different groups stirring unrest. Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley pointed out the majority of protests are peaceful.
Community organizers are community builders, not destroyers. The only thing we seek to destroy or dismantle is structural racism and systemic oppression.
The Massachusetts Democrat introduced a resolution in the House to condemn police brutality and racial profiling. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
And the House Judiciary Committee will hold a hearing on police brutality next week. We are continuing to bring you coverage of the protests in our state. We'll have more news tonight on News 3 Now at 4, 5, 6, and 10, and always on channel3000.com. Sunny and kind of humid still out there. Here's Dana Fulton with your first warn forecast.
Yeah, even with the cold front passing through, really didn't zap that humidity too much. A little less humid today. Thankfully becoming mostly sunny. We did have a few lingering light showers early on. Right now we are in the upper 70s with our heat index closer to 80 degrees. A lot of storm reports from last night, most of them and a line kind of stretching from La Crosse towards Fond du Lac, but we did see several come around the Portage area, from large fifth wheel campers getting tipped over to large trees and barns getting torn apart around 8 o'clock. The same goes with this report near Spray Green. Power lines down in northern Iowa County, also right around 8 o'clock with those storms passing through. Some very, very strong wind gusts. No reports of any tornadoes. I know we've had a few phone calls coming in, people asking if the National Weather Service is sending out any survey teams. Truly, sometimes just straight line winds can cause this much damage. Even buildings that have held strong for several years or trees that have held strong for a long time. Strong wind gusts will certainly do that kind of damage. Looking at the next 48 hours, you can see our temperatures dropping again overnight and then rising right back up to the 80s for tomorrow afternoon. Our dew points also steadily creeping back up into the mid 60s as we get towards the end of the week. So unfortunately, Mark, we're going to continue to stay warm and continue to stay just a little muggy outside.
Well, it's almost summer.
It really is. It's here, kind of.
It is. At least the weather is.
The weather.
Right, we'll see you in a few minutes. 9 people are displaced following an apartment fire in Iowa County. It happened at 530 Maiden Street in Mineral Point last night. Officials say the fire is believed to have been caused by a lightning strike. The Red Cross says that they are helping the 9 people displaced. Cleanup is underway in Columbia County following those storms from last night that Dana was talking about. Deputies responded to 57 weather-related incidents last night. Dispatchers received several calls, including trees blocking the roadways, trees on homes, and down power lines. There have been no reports of injuries. Customers north of Madison are continuing to deal with power outages this afternoon following the storms last night. Alliant Energy is reporting a number of outages in Columbia County, including 43 in the Partyville area, affecting almost 1,000 customers. Almost 19,000 people in Wisconsin have tested positive for the coronavirus. There have been 609 deaths in the state and 18,990 positive cases reported. About 64% of the cases have recovered. Clinics across the state are starting to reopen as part of their pandemic response. SSM Health announced starting Monday, June 15th, they'll resume clinical services at their sites in Oregon, Waunakee, Wisconsin Dells, and Whitewater. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. I'm next. We'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
After you see today's recipe, I bet you'll add cucumbers to this week's shopping list.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's Sale of the Summer deals are hot. Save up to half off all appliances, including clearance items and scratch and dents. Plus 18 months special financing and free shipping. Summer starts now at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Hi, Andrew Larson here with Larson Home Services. Safe to say 2020 has been a year unlike any we've ever seen. We're so grateful we've been able to conduct business safely and responsibly and do our small part to keep Wisconsin's economy rolling. And we'd like to thank all of the homeowners who have chosen to make Leaf Guard the choice for the last gutters their home will ever need.
We looked at several different types of gutters, and we knew that we had problems with leaves. We have lots of trees around our house, and I'm the one who goes and cleans out the gutters, and I wanted to eliminate that hassle in the fall of cleaning the gutters, and Leaf Guard has done a wonderful job.
Love to hear that. Right now, your Leaf Guard gutter system comes with some great money-saving extras. Get up to $1,000 off, free financing for 12 months, and call before this program is over and get a $100 Visa gift card with your new Leaf Guard gutter system. Don't wait. Call now to schedule your free estimate.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection remains open to serve our customers and communities during these times of uncertainty. we've got you covered for all your plumbing service needs. Call us for help. We are here for you.
For years, iMart Express has provided quality eyewear and same-day service to your community. With sights set on the path forward, we continue to rally together to keep your future in focus. Get 2 pairs of single-vision glasses for under $40 and 2 pairs of progressives for under $80. We've implemented additional measures to ensure the safety of everyone that comes into our stores. We thank our local heroes for your dedication to our community. For more information, visit imartexpress.com.
Though challenges surround us, life still goes on. There's still time to dream, still plans to be made. And if you're retiring soon, still deadlines to be met. We talk with people every day who need to replace their employer benefits when they retire. We can answer your questions too, so you can feel good about the decisions you make. For a retirement benefits checklist, visit us online or call Physicians Mutual Insurance Company today.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Dreams come true. The Mattress Marathon is back at Ashley Home Store's Sale of the Summer. Pay as little as $1 a day with 5 years no interest on Tempur-Pedic, plus up to 6 months of payments on us with the Ashley Cares program. Find sizzling queen doorbusters starting at just $95. Ashley Home Store.
How many times have you been to the grocery store, seen cucumbers on sale, you buy a bunch since you don't want to pass up a good deal, and you go home and stick them in the veggie drawer? The problem is, if you don't use them right away, there's a pretty good chance that they're going to go bad. Rather than letting that happen, we came up with a way to turn them into a cool and refreshing go-along that pairs perfectly with everything. We start off by placing 3 cucumbers that we've sliced in a large bowl. Then we sprinkle them with a bit of salt and cover them with ice water. After they sit for a bit, we drain them and toss them with some chopped scallions and red pepper, a dollop of sour cream, apple cider vinegar, some sugar, and a little pepper. Once this has chilled for a few hours, get ready for a cool and refreshing change of pace treat that goes with everything from burgers and dogs to barbecue chicken and ribs. To get the recipe for our crunchy cucumber salad, all you have to do is visit our website. These are so tasty, you might find that they disappear even before dinner. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a crispy, crunchy way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, guys, thank you. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, another sunny and humid day. Meteorologist Dana Fulton has more on the forecast in your First Warn forecast after the break.
Put the finishing touches on your garden at Jung Garden Center. For a limited time, save 25% on colorful potted roses. Find great savings on all your lawn and garden needs at Jung Garden Center. Shop daily 10 to 4 at your local Jung Garden Center.
Feldco season is here, and the signs are all around us. Like free installation on all windows, siding, and doors, and no interest for 1 year. It's time to jump on that home renovation project, and free installation all from the comfort of home. That gives you time to make the most of your Feldco season.
Free installation ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Good morning, class. Today's lesson is about shop and welcome. Do you know what day is coming up?
608 Day. You just go to MadisonMagazine.com, click on 608 Day to find great deals from businesses we love in the 608. You know, like the area code.
Very good, Emmy. When does this take place?
The week of June 8th, 608. Madison Magazine makes it easy to shop local.
She's my star student.
Hi, I'm Brian from McGann Furniture in Baraboo. What does free mean? No cost, right? We've all seen ads about free things included with your purchase. Free carpet pad or installation with your carpet, free love seat with your sofa, 2 window blinds for the price of 1. But we know better, right? At McGann's, free means free. Free delivery and setup with purchases of $500 or more within 50 miles of Baraboo. Shop McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo. You'll be glad you did.
Put the finishing touches on your garden at Jung Garden Center. For a limited time, save 25% on colorful potted roses. Find great savings on all your lawn and garden needs at Jung Garden Center. Shop daily 10 to 4 at your local Jung Garden Center.
Hi, folks. Coming up Thursday morning, Hattie has another warm day in store for us in our First Warn forecast.
And if you're wondering how to talk to your kids about race and racism, we'll have some advice from local leaders.
See you at 4:30.
Road closures, slick conditions, poor visibility. Don't let traffic delays mess with your commute. Watch News 3 now for an accurate First Warn traffic report so you know what to expect before you head out the door. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blain's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials up 416 points. The NASDAQ up 57. The S&P 500 up 35. Farm Director Pam Yaki is here with today's Farm News. Hi, Pam.
Well, it looks like we finally got a decision on what's going to happen with the Wisconsin State FFA Convention. Now, remember, that convention has to go forward by Constitution, and they also have to elect new officers. Can't keep the same ones around for another year. So Jeff Hicken with the Department of Public Instruction said that this week they had a board of directors meeting and decided that they are going to go all virtual. They had hoped to be able to launch that virtual convention next week when the normal convention would have been held at the Alliant Energy Center. But technology is going to push pause for just a little bit. Instead, they are going to have the state FFA convention online July 6th through the 10th. At that time, they have selected a delegate panel that will go through all the applications for state officers and select one representative from all 10 districts across the state. This opposed to the normal delegate sessions where they'd be actually casting their own votes. Hicken said, despite COVID-19, there's still just as much enthusiasm from FFA members to become state officers as ever before. They've got 36 officer candidates that selection panel is going to have to go through and vet before they come up with the 10 that will be our new state officers for 2021. So again, the state convention, July 6th through the 10th, all online. And we're talking a little bit about what's going on in the dairy industry. Yesterday was a big day as far as dairy product prices. We were up another dime plus for both barrel and block cheese. Keep in mind, while Wisconsin dairy farmers are keeping an eye on that price, the world is keeping an eye on places like New Zealand, where their milk production is down better than 1% because of weather conditions. Just a quick snapshot on what I've got for you as far as food news on a Wednesday. Don't forget MidwestFarmReport.com. Got a bunch more there for you. I'm Pam Yonke. Be safe.
You too, Pam. Thank you. Here's Dana. Kind of sticky out there.
It is just a little warm outside for this time of year. It's very summer-like. If you like the heat, it's good news. It's going to stay dry for the rest of the day and stay sunny. In fact, our next chance for any showers or thunderstorms will come through late Thursday night into early Friday morning. So we've got a nice little dry stretch to kind of get things cleaned up. If you're anything like me, you got at least a few branches down. If not, if you're further north, there's a little more cleanup effort going on currently. Sunshine and warm for the weekend, and then for next week, we'll be keeping a very close eye on the track of Tropical Storm Cristobal because it might start swinging up through the Gulf and impacting us even at the upper edge of the Midwest. Our line of storms is now further south. They still have some storms into northern Illinois, but the cloud coverage is pulling away and high pressure is building in. That means things are going to stay pretty quiet for us for the rest of the day and most of tomorrow. Mostly sunny skies for your evening. High temperatures will be reaching the mid to upper 80s, so another warm afternoon. It's slightly less humid outside, but I doubt most of us are going to notice it. It's only a little bit of a dip. Overnight will be mostly clear for Thursday morning. Temperatures will drop to the upper 60s for overnight lows, and then we are expecting a mostly sunny sky throughout the afternoon. Our next chance for those showers and thunderstorms, again, developing late Thursday night. Most of the rain potential is going to stay north of the Dells. Right now, it doesn't seem like much of that is going to dip further south, but all passes through pretty early, so it shouldn't impact much of your Friday. We may have a lingering shower or two early in the day on Friday. Again, those rainfall potentials likely going to stay north and east of Madison. The rest of southern Wisconsin, we could pick up maybe a few hundredths of an inch, maybe close to a tenth of an inch, but it's not going to be a big event passing through. Certainly nothing like we saw last night. Again, Tropical Storm Cristobal is our next system that we're keeping a close eye on right now towards Mexico, the southern edge of the Gulf. This storm is going to wrap around a little bit, get torn apart a little bit by the land. Our hurricanes, our tropical tropical systems, they don't survive very well over the land, so it's going to weaken. But as it turns north and gets back into that warm Gulf water, it starts to strengthen again. So this is looking ahead to Saturday. It's moving north at that point, and whether or not it starts to veer a little northwest or continue on due north right up towards New Orleans, that's something we're going to keep a closer eye on. Still a little too far out to have that exact track, but again, this is Saturday, so as we get into next week and this system continues to lift north, we could be watching for that moisture to start to lift into the Midwest and bring a little more of a rain event for us. This afternoon, we will be in the mid-80s. Temperatures tonight dropping to the 60s, mid to upper 60s for overnight lows, and then tomorrow afternoon, yet again, we see mostly sunny skies and high temperatures back in the mid-80s. There'll be a chance for showers and thunderstorms Thursday night and early Friday morning. But most of the day on Friday is going to stay dry outside. We'll have mostly sunny skies by the afternoon. High temperatures will be close to 80 for the weekend, and we get a nice dry stretch for the weekend. A late chance for some isolated thunderstorms Sunday night into Monday, and that opportunity for potentially a little remnant tropical moisture starts to creep in for the middle of next week.
Yeah, let's put a hurricane in the mix.
Yeah, hurricane season started June 1st, so it's something that we have to start watching and talking about now. It's always crazy when people ask, why are we talking about Atlantic hurricane season in Wisconsin? That moisture absolutely impacts our forecast.
Yeah. All right. Keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Ahead on News 3 Now at noon, Angie Horkin from the Wisconsin Beef Council is here, sharing some beef recipes that are perfect on the grill for Father's Day. That's after the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Hi, I'm Travis Ganser. Looking to update your bath, shower, or your entire bathroom? Ganser is the answer with Bath Creations by Ganser Company.
Schedule your free in-home consultation or visit our beautiful showroom on the Beltline.
A local family-owned business of 4 generations.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. And if you haven't tried Plexiderm, we've created the best offer yet with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. Even the 11 lines between your eyes are visibly gone in minutes. Plexiderm works so well, makeup artists, celebrities in Hollywood, and even people across the country just like you look and feel years younger in minutes.
So I've had under eye bags for a very long time, and it sucks. I have spent so much money on tons of eye creams, eye gels. Finally, I tried something called Plexiderm, and I'm not joking. It works. When I do a collage and everything is done, it looks amazing. That is exactly how Plexiderm makes me feel. I put it on my face, and somehow, some way, I look together, which is amazing. I'm Jackie, and I took the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge, and so should you.
I'm Neela. I'm 61 years old. I'm a professional personal trainer. It's so important to be in good health and to be fit and take care of yourself. How it makes you feel inside is amazing. And yet, when you look in the mirror, what you see necessarily isn't what you feel inside. Plexiderm, seriously, I look 20 years younger than I did before. And that's so super important because my whole life is about health, fitness, feeling good, and looking good. And first chance I really got to look how I feel inside. Honest to God, it's amazing. There's nothing there. Like, the bags are gone.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shale rock. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing the appearance of under eye bags and wrinkles in minutes. So if under eye bags and wrinkles make you look tired and older, take action with the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Ganser Company is proud to introduce 80 years in 80 minutes. We give you the skinny in 80 minutes to make an educated decision.
Infinity Windows from Marvin offer a lifetime warranty.
Remember, 80 years and 80 minutes from a local family business of 4 generations.
Well, we're getting a little closer. Angie Horkin, she's in the backyard now, out of her kitchen, still keeping the social distance, but we got some great Father's Day recipes.
I do think this is a step in the right direction. At least I'm here in Madison. So yeah, I've got a couple great recipes. Perfect for the grill, perfect for June, and some of Dad's favorite cuts. So ribeye, of course. And this just has a really fun smoky paprika rub. So a lot of flavor in the rub. Actually, some chili powder, black pepper, a little cayenne, and then smoked paprika and a little sugar. And then I toss potatoes in that same rub. So just some russet potatoes, grilled them all together, and then have a really nice sour cream. That's kind of spicy rub, but a really refreshing sour cream dipping sauce for the potatoes. Just some dairy sour cream, a little onion, and a little more paprika. And then, of course, you know, like these recipes I'm talking about today, you could swap in other steak cuts. So strip steak would be perfect in any of these, or filet, or, you know, go to the supermarket or watch the flyers and see what's on special. And then this is a porterhouse. I'm showing this because I got the T-bone next. T-bone and porterhouse are pretty much the same cut, except for that size of your tenderloin. That smaller side of your T-bone is a tenderloin, and the larger side's a strip. So I'm one of those people that dig through the case, look at all the steaks, and I find the one with the biggest tenderloin. So this recipe is just a simple salt and pepper rub on a T-bone with some grilled veggies. I just tossed them in extra virgin olive oil, a little salt and pepper. But then the awesome part about this is it's got a really easy homemade barbecue sauce. Like the kids could make this. Just a little chopped onion, melted, sauteed in butter, and then some Worcestershire, a little ketchup, and a little brown sugar. And that's about it, but it's really, really tasty. It'd be great on any of these steaks.
So the grilling, the vegetables and the meat at the same time?
Yes, I grilled everything at the same time. I barely fit it on my grill. Don't forget your meat thermometer when you're grilling your steaks so you don't overcook them. And then visit beeftips.com, Wisconsin Beef Council website. We click on right on the homepage, At Home with Beef. We've got links to all of these recipes and all of our great grilling tips.
All right, next time we'll all be together, I think.
I hope so.
Okay. Thanks, Angie. Be well. Here's Dana with one final check of the forecast.
As you can see outside with Angie right now, it is nice and sunny. It's also just a little warm currently. Temperatures are climbing into the mid-80s this afternoon. We'll be in the mid-80s tomorrow as well, with mostly sunny skies for the rest of the day and for Thursday. A chance for thunderstorms and showers Thursday night into Friday morning, but then the rest of Friday will be sunny. High temperatures for this weekend will be close to 80 degrees, and then heading into next week, we'll stay dry for Sunday and Monday, with chances for showers and thunderstorms developing by the middle of the week.
It is June after all, right?
It is. Definitely feels like summer outside.
That's our time for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a safe afternoon.